Alright, Grandmaster Ali responds to a Mufti, segment 10. And I look at my new t-shirt. It says, "Be like water." And this is based on Bruce Lee's philosophy. Okay? Wonderful philosophy. He's got some very good philosophies. And water is the most powerful element. Okay, for those who follow me with pressure point training. Okay, we have 5 elements. You've got water, of course, fire, metal, earth, and wood. Now from these 5 elements, okay, water put out fire, water will rust metal, water will erode the earth, and water will decay wood. So out of all the elements, the most powerful element is the element of water. Water can be soft, can flow very soft, or it can be very hard. Okay, it can be a very powerful force. So don't mess with water. Water. Okay, just playing with you guys.
Good.
Oh, sorry, didn't listen to the audio. Let's listen to this audio.
You understand? You get my point. 3 hadith. First hadith, la adwa. There is no contagion. Everyone is harping on that. But they're forgetting about this hadith where Rasulullah said, run away from a leper. Now this I've explained in a Zoom meeting, I think 2 years ago. And Dr. Faiz was in this meeting and he wanted to impose his views. And I had to rectify him. Because I had to remind him that you stay in your lane. And I'm here for that reason. And another doctor, a doctor, a medical doctor, a person who had a doctorate from America, I don't want to mention his name, he was part of this, and another brother, Fahri Hassan, he was also part of that Zoom meeting. I just want to bring you back to what I said and how they misconstruing what I'm saying today. Then Rasulullah said they flee from a leper, like I would flee from a lion. Now when Rasulullah mentioned the word leper, did he not acknowledge that leprosy exists? Did he? Yes, because he mentioned the word leper. Otherwise, you don't have mentioned this word. So he knew that a disease like leprosy existed. So he told them, so what happened in this hadith? Who are more knowledgeable about the interpretation? The fuqaha, according to Imam Tirmidhi rahimahullah ta'ala. Now let me tell you something that you might not have known before. And I told you, and I want to reiterate it, for the last 3.5 years, I have not stopped researching COVID and all other related sciences relating to this. I didn't sit back on my laurels and tell myself that I had enough of this now. No, I did not do that. Continuously I read, I looked at a hadith, I looked at verses of the Quran, and many other things I did. Now running away from a leper, here Rasulullah acknowledged the existence of a disease. What did Rasulullah mean when he said that run away from a leper? It meant that he acknowledged the existence of a hadith, but he negated again that the disease has an ability to infect people without the permission of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Meaning that it cannot infect a person without the permission of Allah. But he did not deny the existence of the disease. That is what I'm saying. With regards to COVID, I always said there's something. Yes, and I believe in viruses, I reiterate it. But I still believe that it cannot harm or benefit except with the will and permission of Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because you have to reconcile between these 3 ahadith. So here, Rasulullah, that is mawjuda. And then, what Rasulullah did was, ankara ta'atiraha. He rejected that disease has any effect on another person. It cannot affect another person except with the will of Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is the correct belief. Now, let me tell you something. In Al-Mawsu'atul Fiqhiyya, the Fiqh Encyclopedia, listen to this, brothers, and all those who's listening to us across the globe. According to based on this hadith, أقرر الفقهاء on this hadith that flee from a leper, like how you would flee from a lion. The fuqaha from the Malikiyya, the fuqaha from the Shafi'iyya, and the fuqaha from the Hanabila, meaning the Maliki scholars, the Shafi'i scholars, and the Hanbali scholars, they all deduced one principle, one ruling. What is the ruling? That it is not permissible for a person with leprosy to mix with a person who is healthy without the permission of a healthy person. Did you know that? Why would they have done this if they didn't believe in contagion?
No. Okay. Are you starting to understand what I know now? How I explained it to you, what he's saying, and how it doesn't make any logical sense? So, yes, of course, our Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, recognized and acknowledged leprosy. Okay? So we're not going to get into that stuff. Okay? And I'm going to get to the nonsense that he just talked about. But he said viruses do not... Okay, he said he acknowledges viruses. That's why I went like this. I'm going to slap them. Now, let's talk about viruses. Did you know, Sheldon, young Sheldon, fun facts. Did you know that viruses occur after sickness? What? What did you just say? Master Ali, what did you just say? I said, fun facts. Did you know that viruses occur after the sickness? Here's another fun fact. Did you know that germs occur after sickness or disease, whatever you want to call it, it's up to you. But viruses and germs are after, not before. Who tells you before? Who tells you that if I shake somebody's hand and rub my nose and rub my eyes, the virus is going to go into my body and then I'm going to get sick? Who says that? Or I go to the shopping cart and then take my hands, wipe my face, and then I get all these germs and all these things. And what's the point of all these 99% antibacterial, germ-proof soaps and all these things? It's garbage. Garbage lies. And you fall for it. You believe it. And our Mufti believes it. Even though I sent him my health book that says viruses do not exist outside of our body, he still can stand up in front of his students and say that I believe in viruses! I believe in viruses! If I had my belt and he's standing in front of me, I would just whack him. That's what he deserves. I'm crossing the line. Thank you for telling me. Thank you for reminding me. Now, let me explain about viruses to you guys. So, there's only one man that has ever seen a virus. Can you tell me who that one man is, Mr. Mufti? You told me, I heard in your lecture there you had Dr. Whoever, I don't remember their names, in some other previous call, or they met you or something, I don't know what it was, and they showed you a picture of the virus. And I call that BS. There's only one man who has ever seen a virus. Royal Raymond Rife. And where did he see the virus? Inside the body. That's the only place you can see a virus. The moment the virus you spit out, let's say a guy go spit on my hand and I put it on the table, whatever virus was inside that saliva that is on the table will die within a few seconds. Viruses are not like other cells that can duplicate themselves on their own. They need their host to survive. That virus that is now sitting on the table that I just spit out is coded to me. And fun fact, the US government, Navy, since before 1910, performed all kinds of tests on their soldiers, their Navy men, spitting on each other, eating each other's saliva, all kinds of very gross stuff, trying to prove that one man can make another man sick, and up to today, they cannot prove it. They cannot prove that. That means the words of Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, stand to today. There is no contagion. I cannot make you sick, and you cannot make me sick. But with fake medical science, this is what they're trying to make you believe. But in my book, I give you all the documentation that you can go research and go see for yourself. They did these tests. They cannot make each other sick. That means Prophet Muhammad is correct. There are no contagions. But you are still mixing this apples and oranges and saying they're all the same with this leprosy. So you got to stop that. All right? Now that I've educated everyone, at least you know. Our Mufti still doesn't know, because I doubt he's going to sit through this whole video. Say, oh, I'm busy. Busy doing nothing. Wasting my time. That's what you're doing. You're busy wasting my time. But anyway, hopefully one person will get benefit from this video, and then it'll be worth it. Right? At least my children will get benefit from it. Now, anyway, I'm not done with this explanation about viruses. So actually what's happening is that actually during the fever stage, there's no viruses there. Okay? In stage 2, when it's the cleanup stage, the body will create the viruses from inside, not from outside. There's no things flying in the air. Any doctor that says anything different from what I just said is a liar. Go search Dr. Stefan Lanka, one of the top virologists in the world, one of the top men who speaks the truth. He's not afraid of the medical establishment. All right, so now listen up. So the viruses are used to clean up. They are our friends, not our enemy. Germs, they are our friends. They are not the enemy. Okay? The medical establishment is trying to twist that around to make virus your enemy. And how do they do that? Through very clever ways that I teach you in my health book. All these things, measles, mumps, rubella, chickenpox, hepatitis, HIV, hand, foot, mouth disease, whatever, any viral disease, any viral sickness, they don't exist. They do not exist. And in my health book, I will teach you and explain to you what is actually happening, what your doctor is doing to you, how your doctor is lying to you just to give you medication and make you more sick. This is the falsehood from this Mufti. So, let's get on to segment number 11. We're almost done. 7 segments left, right? Let's get to number 11. Thank you.